700 hours. 700 hours. 700 hours. What's up everybody, Anthony Saratelli here of Jersey Filmmaker, and today is a very special episode for me. Today is my 1 year anniversary, birthday, whatever you want to call it. 1 year ago today, August 1st, 2017, I put out my first YouTube episode. It's been quite an experience, a lot of fun, I've gained a lot of connections, but I want to talk about the value, the worth, the cost of doing YouTube on a consistent basis. I've recently broken down the numbers as to how much time I've been spending on these videos to be able to get them out there, so I figured we'd dive into that because it's very interesting. And like I said, today is 1 year. I'm gonna break these down into very specific numbers, so obviously 1 year is 365 days, and like I said, I've made 70 episodes. I've kept track of some episodes and how long they've taken me to do them, but at the shortest, I think the very shortest it's ever taken me to do one episode is 5 hours. I know the longest it's taken me is up to like 30 hours, depending on if I'm shooting a lot of B-roll or testing cameras or have to go to locations to shoot certain things. So they very much vary, but I've come up with the round number of 10 hours on the average per episode, which for 70 episodes would obviously equal 700 hours. So 700 hours in a year. When I first heard that number in my mind, I didn't think much of it. I'm like, oh, it sounds like a lot. But I started calculating even further. That's 87.5 work days. So 87.5 8-hour work days. And I'll tell you why I broke it down like this. If there are 52 weeks in a year, that means there's 104 weekend days. So if you subtract 104 from 365 regular other days, weekdays, you get 261 weekdays per year. So if we take the 87.5 work days that it's taken me to make the YouTube episodes and divide that by the 261 weekdays or work days during the week, we get 33.5%. 33.5% of the work days were taken up by YouTube episodes. That's one every 3 days. That's a lot. So don't forget, as a YouTuber, if you're not a full-timer, you have other work, as I do. I have a production company, I do work for clients, and that takes up a lot of time, and that's what brings in the money. Money doesn't come in through YouTube. Now, I know there's Google AdSense, and you could put ads on your videos for pre-roll or whatever, and you can make some money off that, but at the level I'm at with 2,300 subscribers, I'm not making any kind of money to support myself. You have to get hundreds of thousands or even 1 million subscribers and get lots of views to make that your main revenue generator, which doesn't happen very easily, takes a lot of time. So obviously I'm not doing it for the money at this point. I just really do enjoy it. It's a little bit of a creative outlet for me. But let's break it down even further just to show you how crazy some of these numbers can get. If we went to the weekends, and let's say I just wanted to work on YouTube stuff on the weekends. We already mentioned 104 weekend days in the year. If we were to take that 87.5 work days and push them to the weekends, 84.1% of weekends would be spent on YouTube. This 16.5 extra days are the extra days that wouldn't be spent working. And I'm not including holidays or anything like that. And who knows how many of those are mixed in, especially nowadays. There's a holiday for everything. Flag Day, Donut Day, Star Day, a Moon Day, or Sunday. But weekends would be crushed if I spent just weekends on this and had to do, let's say, a full-time like 9 to 5 during the week, which mine isn't technically a 9 to 5. I can make my hours and move them around, and it depends on shoots. But sometimes I'm shooting on weekends, sometimes I'm editing on weekends. That's the life of this production business. But 84.1% if it was normal, 8-hour work days, and we worked only on YouTube on the weekends, which some people I'm sure do, would take up a lot of time. So let's go back to my numbers. So 700 hours, 70 episodes, 1 year has gotten me a grand total of 2,300 awesome subscribers. So 2,300 subscribers I'm super happy with in a year. I have a nice following. I'm very proud of that. But let's break it down to see what that values out to be time-wise. We're not going to talk about money here because, again, that can vary based on how many views you get. It doesn't really matter how many subscribers you have, although that would drive more views. But more views generates more money. More watch time generates more money. So let's talk time value. 700 hours equals 42,000 minutes. If I wanted to see how many minutes it took for me to gain a subscriber, that would equal 18.26 minutes per subscriber. That doesn't sound too bad. If it really does take me 10 hours to make an episode, 18.26 minutes, would be 10 hours, 60 minutes, 18.26. 32.85 subscribers. No, that's not right. 32.85 subscribers per episode I release. That really doesn't sound too bad, but let's get back to the other numbers. 18.26 minutes per sub. If I wanted to get to 1 million subscribers, that would be 18,260,000 minutes. Breaking that down to hours, 304,333 hours. At 700 hours a year would only take me 434 years. So some of the numbers sound great, some of the numbers sound ridiculous. I'll obviously never get to 1 million subscribers at this rate, but you never know who's gonna share your videos. I could make an episode tomorrow that Casey Neistat shares and I get 100,000 subscribers in a day. So it's a crazy game. You never know what's going to happen, but looking at the numbers and breaking it down really does make you think. So what it's made me think is I put a lot of time into this over the last year, and I love doing it and I want to continue doing it, but I'm going to take a month off. So August 2018, I'm going to take a break. No episodes, although I probably will release a couple little things, including the mini doc that we've been working on, Zion, if you follow me consistently, something we shot at the end of 2017 and has kind of been on the back burner because we've had a lot of other work going on, but it's finally finishing up. I hope to release that this month, so you can keep a lookout for that. But otherwise, I just want to enjoy the rest of the summer, see some family, see some friends, and a lot of other work going on as well, client stuff. So I want to attend to all that. It genuinely is just a breather for me. I need to take a step back, finish up some other things so I can get back to this, and I will do that right as September rolls around. So thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope this was interesting to show you a little bit of perspective on what goes into making these episodes. Again, some are more complex than others, some are a lot quicker, but they get pretty intensive just to throw these out there on the YouTubes. I mean, unless you're just kind of using your phone and you just turn it around and don't really edit, yeah, I guess that could go quick, but I like to provide a little bit better quality, so they take time. But that's all I got for today. I found it really interesting when diving into these numbers. I hope you did too. If you liked it, help me out and click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I need to get to 1 million. Hit that little bell as well if you want to get alerts to all future episodes. If you have any comments or questions, you know you can leave them below, or always hit me up on any of my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, at Jersey Filmmaker. Thanks so much for watching. While I'm taking a break, remember to get out there, don't wait, go create, and I'll see you in a month.